Hello guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and also share this video. So in today's video we are doing the post-construction cleaning for two properties. So in the video it is two properties that the cleaning is going on that has been combined. So one thing I'll tell you is whenever you are done with your building or when the construction is over, you try your possible best to do your cleaning as soon as possible. Just after that, you don't need to delay on the cleaning aspect, because the more you waste time, the more all the residue from the construction will damage a lot of things in the house. You understand? Maybe your windows, your glasses, your kitchen, some of the furniture that will be available, the tiles, the balusters, a lot of things. When you are done with the construction, try your possible best to do the cleaning right away. So in this video, the balusters on the staircase, you can see the damages on it. What caused this? So according to the owner, when they were done with the tiles, the tilers requested they would do a cleaning for her on the tiles, and they used acid. So that is the big mistake that you should not make. Whenever you are doing any cleaning, don't you use acid. The moment you use acid, anything that is made of metal or steel in the house is going to end up rusting. The acid will damage a lot of things. So in other terms, when they were done with the tiles, the only thing they will do is maybe they can use water or normal detergent to clean it. That one is just a shallow cleaning. So once everything is done, then you do your deep cleaning. That is where you need a company to take over for you. You understand? So please try your possible best whenever anything is going on in your house. You don't let them involve acid, else you are going to destroy a lot of things. So that is what you can see going on. They are doing all the necessary cleaning, well detailed cleaning, so that as soon as everything is done, you can start to move your stuff inside the house. So on the other side, I want us to talk about some few things that that is destroying a lot of properties in Ghana here, or that is also disturbing as well. So some of the videos ago, I think one video I talked about the artisans being the problem, and from that video, when you go through the comments, you could see that some people were saying it is not all about the artisans that are the problem. Some of the homeowners are also the problem. So when you are building in Ghana, obviously you are not here. People are in charge of the property for you, that are going to the site back and forth. Also, they are the ones that are monitoring the work for you. The only thing you do is you are funding the whole thing, but the designs and everything, you are involved. Basically, you are in your house through your phone, video calls, pictures, estimates, receiving, and all those things. And one thing I realize is some of the homeowners, they want cheap things. So let's take plumbing for instance. When you get two plumbers, there is one of them that deals with quality materials. He cares about his work so much that whenever he does the estimate for you, he uses the quality materials. He doesn't think about losing the contract. He thinks about delivering the quality things to you. So he will do the estimate. You might think his estimate is too much, it's very expensive. And there is another one that doesn't want to lose the contract. So when he does the estimate for you, he will use the cheap ones. He will use the cheap materials. So when you receive these two quotations, there's the one that is very cheap, or let's say the price makes sense, and there's another one that is super expensive. You understand? So if you are a homeowner and you also want cheap things, obviously you go for the cheaper one, and they will come and use that materials to do the work for you. Then later on you start to get issues. And always those people that do the silly work or the cheap work with the cheap materials for you, whenever they are done with the work, that is all, you call them, they will never come back again. They will not even pick your calls again. And you would have to waste a whole lot of money to destroy everything and redo it again. That is one aspect. So when you look at this thing, you know the problem is from the homeowner. You, the builder, it is your property. The artisan is working. Whatever you tell him, he will do it. So some of them too, when they come to the sites and they look at the work, when it's time for them to do the estimate for you, they will explain to you, we have this ones and we have that ones. There is a cheaper one there and there's the quality ones that is very expensive. He will give you the options, then you decide. I quite remember when I was doing one of my bathroom installations, I went to buy the mixers and the showers. I bought one from Palace that was very expensive, and I bought some from Accra to one of the plumbing shops from Accra. So just after, let's say, 6 months, one started rusting. Very, very bad. Not even up to 6 months. I think less than 2 months. Obviously, that is the cheap one. Very, very low quality. It started rusting. And fast forward 2 years after, I'm still using the expensive one that I bought from Palace. And it still looks the same thing just as I bought it brand new. So you get it. So sometimes when you are making your purchase or you are working with artisans, they are there to do the work for you. You understand? And you are buying your materials. When they give you the estimate, those of the estimate that you receive and you would want to go and buy them yourself, when you go to town to buy the things, we have the places that you get the cheap ones. Even if you go to the showrooms or if you go to some of the stores in Accra, they will tell you, we have this ones and we have that one. If you go for the cheap ones, there is no way you are going to get over that particular work you are going to do. I'm a victim myself. You understand? So during the pipe laying and the compound pipe laying that will be leading to the manhole, as at that time I wasn't around, so the person that was in charge of my property, he brought the estimate, we sent him the money, then he ended up buying the cheaper ones. I think the PVC pipes or something. He bought that ones, he didn't buy the pressure pipes. Later on, he bought the whole thing for the whole house. So when I came down, all the pipes were there. They didn't do the work. They left. They bought the materials and took the remaining money and left. They didn't complete the work for me. So all the materials were on site. When I was in town, when I came, everything was there. Then the plumbing company that I work with, I brought them in. So they told me, all your pipes here, the person bought the whole pipes for the whole work that will be done on the compound. He didn't buy the pressure pipes, so obviously it's not going to last. But everything is here, so what are we going to do? So I made them to, use it regardless, because I can't go and change it or I can't just throw them away. So I just made them to use it. Fast forward, after a year, some, started to get flat under there, causing a lot of problems. I think I've made about 3 times changes just because of the pipes those people bought. As at now, I've not been able to do the compound, whether concrete or tiles. I've not done it just because of the pipes. 2 years down the line, so what would I have to do now? I have to remove everything, change everything to pressure pipes before I can do the compound. You understand? So this one should tell you how some of the people you work with, they are the ones that will tell you, we have cheaper ones there. So if you are also working with cheap things and you request for cheap things, every cheap thing you buy, it will work for you, but it is temporary. You will not use it permanently. You understand? So it will cause a lot of problems. So for the compound one, they didn't use pressure pipes, and I ended up wasting a lot of money to do the changes. You understand? Just because they wanted to get a contract, they didn't want to lose the contract. The estimates they brought, it made sense. You give them the money, they go, they buy it, and they vanish. I always tell you, when you work with artisans, when they are done working and they leave, and you call them and they don't want to come back to the site again, that should tell you the kind of people you were working with. Some of the homeowners stress artisans to the point whereby the person will just leave the work unfinished, then go. You are the one losing. You call another one, you have to pay another money for the person to complete the work for you. And one thing I've realized is most of the artisans, when they come to the sites and someone have already started the work, they don't want to finish it because maybe the person, whatever the person did on site was not in the best shape, so he doesn't want to come and touch any silly work. You understand? So when you are working with people, when you get your estimates, anything in building, anything from starting to finish, we have the quality, we have the low quality. They call it the grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Every single thing from electrical to plumbing to tiles to POP to, I think even as at now, the POP, some people have they use plywood. They will use the plywood or the board or something to do the POP thing. Then after, they will use the POP cement to do all the patches. Then they will paint over it. When you enter the room or the space, you see the whole thing like POP, but it is board. It is plywood. It is plywood board. There is that one too there. So if you want to work on your property on a low budget, whatever you do now, you end up changing everything because you can't cheat in building. That is one thing I've learned. You can never cheat in building. Anything you do today, the next day, if you didn't do it well, you will go back and change it. Just imagine you've done all the water supply pipes, you've done the plastering, you've done your painting, then the water starts to soak into the building like that, breaking it down gradually. The moment you see it, it has caused a lot of damage inside. That is one thing. You go and buy cheap electrical wires, you come and do your wiring, you burn your house. You understand? So whenever you receive your estimate and you are going to buy the materials yourself, make sure you go with the artisans. You go with them, then you do your purchase. If you don't trust the artisan that much and you want to go and do your own purchase, that is when you go to the shop, they will tell you the inferior ones and the quality ones. Don't go and mix them because materials itself is super expensive. They are very expensive. So please think about that one also. That is just by the way. So I wanted to, bring your mind on that. Sometimes it's not just about the artisans, it's about the homeowners as well. If you want to do concrete stamping, they will tell you the number of cement they will use and you want them to break it down for you. You will do your stamp. Less than 3 months, it will start cracking. You understand? It will start to crack. Why do you think your concrete is cracking? You have to think about that one also. So if you are working with artisans and you try to make everything cheap, if the person is not professional or is not serious about the work and he wants to just get the contract, he will go and do the cheaper things for you. Then you end up coming back to Ghana. When you come to Ghana, whatever you see, you change everything again. So I realized that is one thing that is making a lot of people not being able to complete their properties because they keep on doing the corrections. Mind you are not in town. So if you are dealing with someone and you are not much careful about, you end up wasting a lot of money. I've worked with a lot of people. We've been able to complete about 15 homes. Some of them, they've been scammed, they've been duped, so they are very attentive. You understand? But that doesn't mean they will use cheap things. They just didn't get right people to handle things for them. That is why they are building, they wasted a lot of money back then. But that doesn't mean they went for cheap materials. If you are working with right people and professionals that are handling your work for you, you will realize building is very simple and it moves very fast because you see progress from time to time. Once there is funds, everything goes very smooth and it moves very fast. Yes. So please bear in mind on that thing also. So it's not all about the artisans, We have, on serious artisans. Some of them are very serious. Some of them are very serious. They go to the site, they work, they are done, they take their money, they go. So simple, just like that. So that is what you can see. That is post-construction cleaning that they are doing for 2 properties, and they did amazing work as well. So their number will be left on the screen. Just pick their number, call them, and let them come and handle all your cleaning once the house is complete. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next update. Bye bye.